Hi guys, and welcome to C Sharp tutorial of how to develop a temperature converter. I'm going to start by clicking on next, and let's just give that a name. I'll call it CS underscore temp underscore converter, and I will click on create. There. Okay, my development environment is ready. The next thing I'm going to do now is just kind of like extend my form that much and go straight down to where we have tools. If you don't have your tools, click on view. You should be able to see your tools right there, your toolbox. All right, so the next thing I'm going to need now is I'm just going to grab hold of a button, double click on that. The button is right there. Just check that out and go back in there. I need a label. Scroll right down. We should be able to see a label here somewhere. There we go. Label. And next, I'm going to go for the V scroll bar, the vertical scroll bar. Double click on that as well. Now we can just enhance the whole system. That is the label, that is my scroll bar, and just drag it up much. All right, so next I'm going to just duplicate this very component that I have in here, this label. Hold on to your control, click and drag, and I'm going to repeat the same thing again. Just bring it here. That's good enough for me. Select all of these components, including the button, and come right here. Let's increase the font size to something a little bit much more readable. Maybe make that about 24 bold. There we go. Now, this label right here, let's change the content on it to Fahrenheit. There we go. Next, I'm going to change this one to Celsius. And let's change the names of these ones. But first thing first, if you notice, I've selected the labels and come right down here. We have, you see where we have auto size? That very property, I'm going to change it to false. The back color, I'm going to change that to white. And right underneath is the border style. I'm going to change that to fix 3D. Okay, that's fine. And come right to where we have the text, get rid of that. Right underneath text align, change that to center. Okay, that's good enough. And select this very one. The default value of this is going to be 0. Why the default value here will be 32. When your temperature is, when it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit, it's always 0 degrees Celsius, I believe. Okay, that is fine. Next, let me give them a name. You see this one, the Celsius, I'm going to change that to LBL temp C. That's for Celsius. And Fahrenheit, I'm just going to change that to LBL temp F. F stands for Fahrenheit. The button right underneath here is just going to be a BTN exit. And change the text content on it to exit. Right there. Change that to exit. Done. Now, with this very horizontal scroll bar, make sure it's selected. Come right here. I want to change the maximum and the minimum here. Maximum is 100 and the minimum, I'm just going to make that minus 60. That's good enough. And the name as well, I'm going to change the name. So I'll change the name to VSB 10. Done. Alright, since that is done, okay, I will now double click on this very scroll bar. Let's do that again. There we go. And as you can see, the event is called scroll. So right in here, but first of all, I'm going to declare the following variable. I'm just going to say int, let's say temp f, comma, and the next one is going to be temp c. Temp f stands for Fahrenheit and temp c stands for Celsius. So right in here, right here of the scroll bar. So we first of all start by assigning the following and say temp F, whatever we have inside the scroll bar value. Okay, this very one. So let's grab all of this. So we say equals that value. So whatever value you have in there, it is stored right in here. Right. So check out of there. There we go. So whatever value you have when you scroll is stored right in here. So the next thing then is I'm going to say LBL temp F. So I'm going to kind of like accept that and change this to F. LBL temp F, that's the label. So I want you to convert whatever we have in here to a string. So let's grab hold of this. Oh, it's converted. Look at it. Okay, convert it to string. Okay. So the next thing is say temp C. We now want temp C to grab hold of the following. So what I'll do then is I'm just going to convert what we have in here. So let's get rid of all of these. So we say convert the following. So let's enter the method convert dot to int 32. Accept that for now. And what am I converting is going to be as follows. What I have in here, which is 10f, I'm going to minus that with by 32 and multiply that by 5 divided by 9. So that is actually the conversion formula. Okay, I might as well put in a bracket in here just to cover that up. There we go. That's that done. Next, I now need to assign this straight into my text box. So I'm going to grab hold of this and just change it to C. Paste that in here and change this to C. So LBLC. So whatever we have in here is stored inside C. There. Okay. Whatever we have in here is stored inside LBL. C. That's the label C. So let's try this out and see. Let's come right here. Save that. And run it. Let's see. There we go, guys. So if I run this now, just drag this down. Look at that. Okay. Let's go to minus 40. Minus 40 Fahrenheit should be minus 40 Celsius. So let's try that out. There we go. Look at that. You see that? Minus 40 is always minus 40. I always use that just to check. Okay, that is that. Look at the lines of code. Very simple. And that is all there is to it. But one other thing that you guys can do is if you select, I'm going to select that and we come in here. Make sure your vertical scroll bar is selected. Go to events. And if you come right down here, you should be able to see value change. Look at the value change. Double click on the value change. See, you now have the procedural area of the value change. Just paste that in there. Okay, if you notice, it's the same lines of code. That is exactly how the scroll bar works. So if I run it, and there, look at that. Okay, now let's take care of the exit. If I come in here, select the exit, you see where we have exit text. You see the X in there. I'm just going to add and in there, and you should be able to see an underline here. Guess you guys can see that. So let's double click on the button itself. So first of all, I will just declare as follows: dialog result. I'm going to call that I exit. There we go. And come right down here. Let's enter the following function to take care of the exit. So I'm going to say I exit. That is going to be equals message box. I want you to show the following dot show, and that is going to be confirm So confirm if you want to exit. So let's put a comma in there, and the title is just going to be temperature. Let's just say temp converter. Yeah, that will do. Next, I'm going to put another comma in there, and let's use message box buttons. Message box button, okay, and message box button question mark. I'm going to accept that. Press enter. I believe you guys can see that. And right underneath here, I'll then use an if statement or a conditional statement as is known as well. Let's say if exit equals dialog results dot yes dot yes. Then enter statement block. You can just say application dot exit. And that is it. You've just taken care of your exits. That's how you create your own brief temperature conversion, guys. So with that, we'll call it the end of this brief tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed it, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. So try out the exit. Now, I'm going to press X on my keyboard. You see that? And if you press Y on your keyboard, there we go. So with that, guys, I'm just going to say bye for now.